Hey, what's up, everybody? Jody Opinionated Window Cleaner coming at you. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video, so I'm going to make one today, and I'm going to blow y'all's mind. I'm going to give you 5 steps that can make you make $1 million. That's right. Everybody talks about that $1 million mark. I'm going to tell you right now, you can make more than that. You can make $2 million, $3 million, $4 million. And I'm not talking over a course of a lifetime. I'm talking about in 1 year. It can be done. And there's 5 easy things you can do to get it done. I'm going to go over them. First, set yourself a goal. In order to hit $1 million mark, if that's the mark you want to hit, you got to set yourself a goal. Now, this is going to be a trick to it. Don't aim for $1 million if you want to do $1 million. Aim for 1.5 million and then hit $1 million. So always set your goal higher than you possibly think you can go and shoot for it. And you'll hit that $1 million mark. Second, now this is going to be an important one, guys. Listen to what I'm saying here. Learn to sell. Well, I hear you now. Well, Joe, I do sell. I sell all the time. I just done a $99 house the other day. No, that's not selling. Figure out who your customers are and learn to sell the job. You're not going to turn around and make money, and you're not going to hit that $1 million mark trying to compete with your competition for them bullshit jobs. You need to learn to go after the real jobs, the money jobs, the ones that you want as customers. I hate this term, but I'm going to use it, and that's vet your customers. By no means am I turning around saying you don't do a $125 house wash. You do it all day long every chance you get, if you get one for that price. If that's, a little small 1,000 square foot house, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't do lower price jobs, but sell to the right people. It's important. Stop selling to the bargain shop. You're not going to make your money that way. Find the people that want quality over quantity. It will make the biggest difference. A lot of y'all think you're a salesman. You're not. Salesman is not answering the phone and taking a call. The salesman in you, if you can learn to do that, is going to be answering that phone. They're talking about house washing, and by the time you get off the phone, you're doing the house washing, the gutter cleaning, the driveway, and everything else. Not because you sold them or ripped them off, because you listened to their needs and use them needs to make money. That's what business is about, learning to do that. So you definitely need to learn to sell. A lot of you say, well, where do I go to learn to sell? Man, selling's not something that can be taught. Everybody's got their own style. Me, I can be anybody I want on the phone. If I'm talking to somebody about golf, I'll talk about golf. And the funny thing, I've never picked up a golf club. Let me give you an example. John Thompson, I'm just using a name, calls me up and says, hey, Joe, I'm going to turn around and take you. I want my house washed. Okay, John, when's it available for you? Well, I can't do it till next week because I'm playing golf this week. Hey, John, man, I have never played golf a day in my life. It's something I've always wanted to learn to play. How'd you learn to play? Well, of course he's going to tell me. He'll be glad to tell me. Now we'll turn around a conversation. That's just one example of sales, guys. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the sales practices. You need to learn to sell. And you need to learn to sell who you are, not the services you offer. I know that sounds crazy, but it works. Third thing that's going to be very important in you turn around hitting that $1 million mark is recruit a team. I've said this over and over again. Stop hiring employees and recruit a team. If you want to hit that $1 million mark, you're going to need people on your side to do it. It's got to be that way. Fourth one, probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you. Stop listening to idiots. I know a lot of y'all are just like me and you're involved in the forums online and you listen to this person and listen to that person. Look, guys, stop listening to idiots. They cannot tell you how to do it no more than I can. Well, you got to do this to market, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. You know what? Take it all with a grain of salt. Try this. If it don't work, then be willing to switch gears and go into another one. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it. I see this stuff all the time. Well, how much would everybody else charge for this? I don't care what everybody else charges to do a job. I charge what I want to make. And that's what y'all need to do. Don't put them posts up about how much would you charge. Now, if you want to put a post up, how do you do this job? I can understand that 100%. But even when you do that, be careful because you'll get some wrong information. So I'm not saying forums are bad by no means. But don't listen to everybody's post in there just because they sound like they know what they're talking about, because a lot of times they don't. This one here. Stay out of debt. Now, you're saying, well, Joe, if I'm going to grow big and I'm going to do $1 million next year, I got to get in debt. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't get in major debt, because it's going to do you no good to do $1 million next year if you're $900,000 in debt from it. You've made $100,000. You'd have been better off to do $150,000 for the year and only be $30,000 in debt, and you would still make more money. So you got to stay out of debt. Now, how do you do that? Very simple, like I'm doing. You start off small. You buy equipment as you sell the job it can be used for. Stop listening to all this stuff. Well, you got to go buy a $10,000 pressure washer, and you got to buy 8-gallon per minute machine, and you got to turn around and take and go buy the Ninja Squeegee, and you got to buy this, and you got to buy. No, you don't, guys. Start off small. Don't worry about the debt. Build it. As you get bigger and as you sell more jobs, set a certain portion of that away for new equipment. As you can afford it, buy it. Don't go into debt to buy it. That's the worst mistake I see people make in this business. They start a pressure washing or window cleaning company and they go $50,000 in debt before they've ever sold their first job. And next thing you know, they're buried. They're out of business because they went in debt. Guys, this is one thing we're fortunate in. You can start this business with very little overhead. Now, I'm going to put my disclaimer in there. I'm Joe, the Opinionated Window Cleaner. Did I make $1 million last year? Nope. Am I going to make $1 million this year? Next year I will. Not this year. Let me tell you what. I was with 2 partners, and I done some wrong moves with the partners. And I finally broke away from them and realized the wrong moves we were making. So I've only been in business for myself for probably 5 months now. And I got my initial overhead and trying to get everything rolling. And I started it out, I don't mind telling y'all, with $20,000. That's what I had to start my business on. I borrowed nothing else with the exception of 1 week. I borrowed $2,500 from a family member to cover my payroll because I was waiting on commercial jobs to pay off. So you figure I've started off with $22,500. So yeah, I'm still broke at this point. Still barely getting by. I'm sinking everything I make back into the company. That's why you're not going to see me posting videos of my brand new Ferrari or my Porsche or my brand new Learjet. You're not going to see that out of me. Even if I make $1 million next year like I plan on doing, you're not going to see any of that out of me. Why? Because I'm not going to go buy that stuff. Will I have a nicer vehicle? Yeah. Will I have nicer equipment? Yeah. But I ain't going to go stupid with that money? No. Another thing. It's okay not to make $1 million. It's okay to be in this business and only make $75,000 if that's all you want to make in a year. That don't mean you're any less than anybody else. Just means you're comfortable with it, and that's fine. Everybody knows what they need to make to cover their overhead and carry their lifestyle, or a lifestyle they want to live. And hey, if you're happy with $75,000, $100, I'm all for it. Stay small and do it. But guys, another thing, you didn't hear me tell you about advertising. You didn't hear me tell you about any of that kind of stuff. And the reason why, that's not going to make you $1 million. $1 million is all in the mindset. There's 1,000 different ways to advertise. There's no right way or wrong way. There's different ways to get the job done. The thing is it clean and done right when you get done? So that's why you're not going to hear me talk about that stuff if you want to hit the $1 million mark. But hey, this is just Joe, the Opinionated Window Cleaner's theory on life. I don't know. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it won't. It's going to work for me next year. Hang around and see. All right. I'm out of here. Talk to you later.